Yeah. You still awake? Man, it's pouring out here, just me, this dead receiver, and a whole lot of smoke. Coin dropping slow in a rusty machine. Reflections are red in the puddles unseen. Glow. Leaning my head on the cold, dirty glass. Cold. Watching the ghost of a Cadillac pass. Lighting a loose one to fend off the chill. Time standing absolutely perfectly still. Jazz from a window across the blind street. Play. Washing the mud off my tired old feet. Wash. Empty street haze hanging thick in the booth. Yeah. Dialing the numbers looking for the truth. Ring. Nobody answers but the saxophone wail. Caught in the belly of the midnight whale. Empty street haze, let the heavy bass pound, pound. Floating inches above the wet ground. Hold up. Let the rhythm take over. Mind racing fast like the wipers on high. Blowing out clouds to the ink of the sky. Can't find a reason to head back up north. Pacing the pavement, just backing and forth. Guitar is crying a river of pain. Adding some salt to the tears in the rain. Flicking the cherry, it hits the concrete. Feeling the pulse of the underground beat. Speaking of dial tones and fading connections, losing my way in these shadow reflections. Hearing the jazz and the hum of the wire, sinking down deep in the analog fire. Nothing but shadows to keep me in line, leaving the rest of the world far behind. Rapping the blues like a coat on my back, watching the city fade out to the black. Yeah. Keep the change, I'm out.
Cigarette burns on the dusty dash. Empty glass bottle rolling on the floor mats with every turn. Cruising past the liquor sign, blinking neon red. Got 1,000 heavy thoughts messing with my head. Tires kissing wet asphalt down the avenue. Ain't nobody out here tonight, just a ghost and you. Rolling down the window, let the cold air bite. Spark a little something just to blur my sight. Street lights passing like a metronome beat. Ashes falling down, yeah, they falling pretty quick. Radio busted, but the jazz playing in my mind. Leaving all the bullshit of the day lie behind. Got the steering wheel gripped in my left hand tight. Taking a solitary trip through the belly of the night. Trip.
Hold up. Hit the brakes, let the smoke settle.
Empty street haze, rolling through the dark. Looking for a fire, but I only got a spark. Blues on the breeze, saxophone crying out loud. Just a lone shadow hiding in the purple cloud. Empty street haze, taking it real slow. Got nowhere to be, got nowhere to go. Bassline thumping through the floorboards deep down. City looks peaceful when it finally goes to sleep. Exhale a river or the thick gray fog. Running my life like a dusty analog. Dust. Flick taking the cherry out into the black. Ain't looking forward and I ain't looking back, nah. Sinking deep into the leather of the driver's seat, feeling every single vibration from the lonely street. Letting the jazz chords wash over my tired bones. Walking in a kingdom made of solitary zones, blowing out the remnants of a faded memory. Letting all the midnight blues completely set me free. Yeah, set me free. Just the air she left.
The bitter sting of cheap bourbon burning the back of my throat, mixed with the smell of wet asphalt and burnt paper. That's the perfume of the midnight shift.
Empty street haze rolling down the window pane, washing away the sins in the midnight rain. Got that bluesy rhythm knocking at my door. Ashing on the dash, couldn't ask for more. Empty street haze floating on a jazz chord. Just me in the city entirely ignored. Headlights cutting through the thick purple smog. Stray dog howling from a distance in the fog. Blowing rings heavy, let them hit the ceiling roof. Ain't looking for the lies, ain't looking for the truth. Just need this bass line to rattle in my chest. Putting all these rusted out memories to rest. Tap the steering wheel to the rhythm of the high. Watching all the ghosts of the boulevard pass by. In the leather, feeling heavy in the bone. Ain't nobody calling on a disconnected phone. Corner store flickering a broken neon sign. Sipping on the liquor, trying to realign his spine. Smoke creeping slow out the crack in the glass. Praying that this momentary quiet's gonna last. City got a heartbeat, you can hear it if you try. Underneath the sirens in the concrete sky. Hold up, kill the engine, let the dark settle in.
Through the alleyway with nothing left to lose. Letting out the poison through the rhythm of the blues. Choking on the memories that surface in the dark. Leaving behind nothing but a solitary mark. Drifting in the ocean of the antidote cave. Throwing all the remnants of the yesterday away. Sinking in the velvet of the melancholy sound. Wrapping up my soul in the underground. Yeah, keep it in the underground.
Tape stop.
You think they see? It actually sleeps?
Nah, it just closes its eyes and pretends past that.
Leaning on a brick wall, cold seeping through the coat. Smoke thick enough you could sell it like a boat. Ash falling down on the tip of my scuffed shoes. Drop nothing in the pocket but a handful of the blues. Street lamp buzzing like a hornet in a jar. Looking at the world from the pavement of the tar. Taking slow drags till the cherry gets high. Waiting on the corner for the planet just to turn. Spin.
Street haze, singing a concrete lullaby. Watching the purple smoke drift up to the sky. Got that jazz chord wrapped around my tired soul. Letting the midnight rhythm take the full street haze, drowning out the daytime sound. Just another lost shadow, walking on the ground.
Hold up. Let that guitar speak its truth. Yeah. Puddles on the ground, reflecting the broken neon sign. Trying to find some balance on this blurry little line. Inhale the thick fog, let it coat the heavy lungs. Tasting the sorrow of the songs that ain't sung. Ain't nobody looking, ain't nobody keeping score. Just me and the echoes knocking on the alley door. Tape hits, scratching like a needle in the brain. Washing it all down with the midnight rain. Staring at the cracks in the pavement, letting go of the heavy resentment. Blowing out a cloud of the gray smoke, breaking all the promises I never spoke. Sinking in the rhythm of the slow groove, finding the way that I wanna move. Listening to the saxophone weep slow, sinking to the bottom where the bass goes. Yeah. Yeah. Concrete lullaby. Let it sleep.
Tape stops.
Drop the clutch. Watch the red tail lights bleed into the purple fog. Ain't no turning back tonight. Just near the miles. Yeah. Rolling through the avenue, engine humming low. Streetlights passing by like a slow motion show. Ash falling heavy on the faded denim jeans. Caught inside a loop, but these cinematic scenes. Wipers pushing away the mist from the glass. Watching all the ghosts of the boulevard pass. Ghosts knowing that a cloud let it swirl around the dash. Living for the moment, just waiting for the crash. Empty street haze, tail lights glowing red. Blues and engine jazz up in my head. Luck floating down the asphalt, drifting out of sight. Just a lone traveler swallowed by the night. Empty street haze, nothing left to find. Nothing leaving all the heavy luggage of the day behind. Leave it. Hold up, let the exhaust purr, roll the window down. Grip the window down. Hold up. Grip the leather wheel tight, swerving past the shadows. Blowing thick crowds out into the urban meadows. Guitar lit, crying out a melody so cold. Playing out a story that has never been told. It in every green light, surfing on the wave. Looking for some shelter in the Sky Creek cave. Jazz piano tapping like rain on the tin. Don't know where I'm going or where I've even been. Driver's seat, floating on the gas pedal, leaving all the daytime noise, settling like heavy metal, drifting through the intersection, blind to the traffic lights, hiding in the velvet of these lonely neon nights, letting out a deep breath, watching how the smoke curls, losing myself entirely inside this quiet world. Man, just the tail lights, let them fade. Drop the clutch, drop the red tail lights, bleed into the purple fog. Drop the clutch.
A single drop of condensation traces a line down the whiskey glass. Catching the purple neon from the street sign outside. Gravity always wins in the end.
Empty street haze, heavy in the midnight room. Jazz chords sweeping away the impending doom. Nothing but the gravity pulling on the smoke, waiting for the punchline of a forgotten joke. Empty street haze, sinking in the velvet deep. Just another lost soul fighting off the sleep.
Watching the gray clouds hit the slow ceiling fan, trying to figure out the pieces of the master plan. Dusty vinyl skipping on the second verse. City feeling like a blessing wrapped inside a curse. Take another slow drag, let it fill the space. Staring at the shadows dancing all across the place. Saxophone weeping like it knows my actual name. Playing by the rules of the solitary game. Hold up. Let the ice melt, let the room breathe. Dust motes floating in the street lamps, angle beam. Living on the edges of a cinematic dream. Footsteps echoing from the pavement down below. Walking to a rhythm that I'll never really know. Ashing in a tray, watching the amber die. Sitting in the bed that the midnight blues made. Sinking in the cushion of the velvet chair. Watching how the smoke tangles in the air. Feeling every note from the upright bass. Leaving all the shadows in a lonely place. Letting all the silence wrap around my mind. Leaving all the heavy daytime thoughts behind. Floating on the surface of the analog sound. Waiting for the morning to finally come around. Yeah. Just gravity and glass. Let it fall.
Roasted beans tangling with the stale purple smoke. Humid air clinging to the skin like a second coat of midnight.
Cup of black liquid sitting on the diner counter. Watching the neon clock, every minute feels rounder. Stirring a spoon, making whirlpools of the dark. Waiting for the solitary embers to respark. Rain outside, tapping a chaotic little snare. Breathing out a cloud into the air-conditioned air. Nobody in the booth, just a ghost of yesterday. Letting all the ambient vibration lead the way. Hold up, let the caffeine and the smoke mix. Empty street haze, brewing in the dead of night. Sipping on the shadows, hiding from the morning light. Blues guitar weeping from a jukebox in the back. We walking on a tightrope, slipping through the cracks. Empty street haze, let the heavy rhythm fall. Ain't nobody listening, so I ain't making no call. Slide a wrinkled dollar underneath the coffee cup. Slide, pulling my collar down, pulling my defenses up. Step out to the pavement, puddles reflecting the signs. Reading the city like a book between the lines. Sparking up a fresh one under the awning's edge. Standing on the precipice, standing on the ledge. Saxophone crying from a distant fire escape. Watching the silhouette of the smoke take a shape.
Drowning in the melancholy flavor of the roast. Letting out a breath that resembles a lonely ghost. Floating through the intersection without any care. Letting the cool wind tangle up in my hair. Feeling the saxophone tearing my soul apart. Finding a sanctuary deep inside a quiet heart. Walking away from the neon and the noise. Wrapping my mind in the analog joy.
Just the brew and the blue.
kick the damn door shut and threw the keys on the glass table. Yeah. It's just me and this blues lick tonight. Yeah.
Pacing the floorboard, scraping my boots on the wood step, trying to find some peace in this misunderstood neighborhood. Yeah. Pouring a glass of something that burns on the way down. Tired of the fake smiles running this damn gold town. I spark it up quick, pulling the smoke deep in my chest. They tell me to chill, they tell me to get some rest. But the saxophone crying outside my window pane matches the rhythm of all this beautiful pain. Empty streets singing a lullaby. Oh Lord, just another late night, striking a minor chord. Haze in the room, chasing the shadows away. We all got some demons that we trying to sway. Let the guitar weep, let the vinyl spin. This is the hour where the truth begins. Wait. Let that guitar talk for a second. Just let it cry. Yeah. Sitting back down on the cracked leather couch, watching the ash fall slow from my mouth. Talking to myself cause nobody else is awake, wondering how much of this quiet I can take. The blues got a hold of me, wrapping me tight. Just a silhouette fading into the endless night. Sometimes the smoke is the only friend you need, planting these thoughts like a midnight seed. Growing up tall in the haze of the room, chasing away the impending doom. Walking through the fog with my head held high, ignoring the stars falling out of the sky. Pouring my soul in a glass of the brown, turning the volume up, drowning the town. Feeling the jazz in the marrow and bone. Walking this empty street entirely alone. Yeah, entirely alone. Just me and the haze. Yeah. Just listen to the drops fall. Rainwater pooling in the cracked pavements. Neon lights bleeding through the basement. Blow. Inhaling clouds of the sweet fragrance. Time moving slow, ain't no placement. Just a silhouette blowing rings to the moon. Dusty vinyl playing the forgotten tunes. Ashes falling down like snow in July. Watching all the empty cars rolling by. Yeah. Empty street haze, all sting the maze. Yes. Midnight jazz, carrying my day. Yeah, slow floating up with the saxophone cry. Just me in the smoke, hate in the sky. Empty street haze, nothing left to prove. Just fan in my pocket, staying in the groove. Shadows dancing on a brick wall, waiting for the echoes to finally call. Mind drifting far past the city lights, elevated high on these lonely nights. Flicking the cherry, let the embers blow. Everything is quiet, moving so slow. Guitar strings weeping the bluesy chord. Only secrets that the night can hoard.
Hold up. Let the bass read.
Smoke rising up to the ceiling, mind floating past all the feeling, lost in the jazz and the dealing, time fading out while we healing. No voices to break up the silence, just mellow vibrations and guidance, drifting away from the violence, drowning the noise and defiance. Yeah, just a haze, let it fade. Just a haze, let it fade. Yeah, just listen to the drops fall. Yeah, just listen to the drops fall. Yeah, just listen to the drops fall. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just listen to the drops fall. Yeah, rainwater pooling in the cracked pavement. Yeah, rainwater pooling. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just listen to the drops fall. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Rainwater pooling in the cracked pavement. Yeah, rainwater pooling in the drops fall. Yeah, 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 yeah. Rainwater pooling. Just listen to the drops. Rainwater pooling. Rainwater pooling in. Just listen to the drops fall. Yeah, rainwater pooling. Just listen to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rainwater pooling in the cracked pavement. Yeah, just listen to the drops fall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rainwater pooling, rainwater pooling, rainwater pooling. Rainwater pooling in the cracked pavements. Rainwater pooling in the cracked pavement. Rainwater pooling. Yeah, rainwater pooling in the cracked pavement. Rainwater pooling in the cracked pavement. Yeah, just listen to the drops fall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rainwater pooling in the cracked pavement. It's like rainwater pooling in the drops fall. Yeah, yeah. Just listen to the drops fall.
The street lamp flickers. A single moth dancing in the yellow halo. It's quiet. Almost too quiet for this part of town.
Empty street haze, walking the line. Sidewalk symphony playing in my mind. Got the blues in my pocket, jazz in my stride. Just a lone trailer on a midnight ride. Smoke rings curling up to the stars. Counting the cracks in the empty parked cars. Turn the corner on 5th and Main, nobody in sight. Just a reflection of the neon on the wet concrete bright. Sparked a fresh one to keep the thoughts at bay. Thinking about the things I never learned to say. Heard a distant piano echo from a closed down bar. Sounded like a memory arriving from afar. Keys playing soft, a melody so sweet. Just a perfect soundtrack for this empty street. Took a drag slow, let it fill up my lungs. Tasting the sorrow of 1,000 unsung songs. Exhaled, the cloud had swallowed up the moon. Knowing the sun was gonna come up too soon. Footsteps tapping a steady slow beat. Heart matching rhythm with the rhythm of the street. Wind howling low through the alleyway drag. Felt like the city was trying to laugh. Pulling my collar up against the cold air. Feeling like a story that's getting too old. Just me and the echoes, me and the haze. Wandering lost in this beautiful maze. Hold up. Let the shadows stretch. Let the night breathe. Inside that a lion, letting the saxophone wash over me. Feeling the weight of the city debris. Drifting along on an analog wave. Digging a trench that I use as a grave. Finding some peace in the dark and the cold. Letting the empty street stories unfold. Yeah, just a symphony. Play it out.
Striking the match against the devil.
Striking the match against a damp alley brick. Watching the sudden flare swallow the shadows whole. Crushing the filter, dragging the ember deep. Waking the demons the city was trying to keep. Wake up. Exhaling the clouded shapes in the silhouettes. Dancing on top of the roofs and the parapets. Jazz piano tumbling down like a waterfall. Answering back to the midnight's distant call. Tracing the constellations hidden by the small. Running my mind through the thick and the log fall. Ain't got a compass, the rhythm's my only guide. Slipping away on the edge of the rising tide. Neon reflecting on puddles of broken glass. Watching the hours and minutes just slowly pass. Tick. Empty street haze, painted in violet and blue. Yeah. Nothing but smoke and a saxophone crying for you. Lost in the tempo, floating away from the ground floor. Wrapped in the heavy embrace of this midnight sound. Empty street haze, breathing the solitude in. Breathe. Waiting for dawn and the hustle to finally begin. Hold up. Let the brass speak its mind. Walking the yellow line painted across the road. Carrying secrets that nobody's ever been told. Headlights approaching, they watch me in golden rain. Passing me by like a thought fading out of the brain. Vibrations humming right under the soles of my shoes. Drinking the essence of pure unadulterated blues. Sip.
my spirit away far from the chaotic noise of the blinding day. Sinking down into the cushion of heavy bass, leaving behind not a single discernible trace. Melting like ice in a glass of the strong tray. Watching the birds of the midnight take to the sky, floating on currents of air and electric guitar, finding a home in the glow of a distant star. Yeah, just the brass and the smoke. Let it drip.
Why you always staring at the wall when it's this late? I ain't staring, I'm listening. Empty street haze, rolling through the avenue. Got that ashen groove, nothing left to prove.
Blues in my cup, jazz in the air, floating on the smoke without a single care.
Empty street haze, sinking in the velvet sea. Just following the rhythm of this midnight beat.
Man, the city's a ghost and I'm haunting the curves. Flicking the light at you, rolling the earth. Ain't got nowhere to be till the sun comes up. Now, just me and the dregs at the bottom of the cup.
Thighs isn't soft on the wet concrete, sketching that vibe that you just can't beat. Saxophone whining from a fire escape, watching my thoughts taking a different shape. Past that, you've been holding it for like 5 minutes.
My bad, got lost in the horns. Snap back to the reality, did a cold night there. Street lights buzzing with the fluorescent glare. Puff, tough pass, moving through the hazy room. Bouncing off the walls, trying to outrun the doom. Jazz piano hitting all the upbeat stride. Taking my mind on a cinematic ride. Can't stop the flow when the rhythm hits night. Just another lost soul, we're surviving the night. Hold up, let the smoke settle.
Weaving in the rhythm of the city asleep, knowing the promises I couldn't keep. Letting the bassline dictate the pace, falling completely from grace. Staring blankly at the neon glow, letting the saxophone guide where I go. Sinking deeper in the empty street haze, losing myself in the midnight maze. Yeah, that's the groove, just ride it out. Why you always staring at the wall when it's this late?
Why you staring? I'm listening.
Why you always staring?
Empty street haze.
Why you always staring?
Why you always staring?
Why you always staring?
Why you always staring? Why you always staring at the wall?
Why you always staring at the wall?
Why you always staring? Why you always staring at the wall?
Why you always staring at the wall? Why you always staring at the wall when it's this late? Why you always staring?
Why you always staring at the wall when it's this late?
Why you always staring?
You still got a light? Yeah. Take it, it's the last one in the pack anyway. Make it count.
neon sign flickering, buzzing like a tire beat. Just me and my shadow keeping each other company. Empty bottles clinking slow in the back of the truck, running on fumes and a whole lot of midnight love. Blowing out a heavy cloud, watching how it hangs. Listen to the distant echo of the city clangs. Ain't rushing for the sunrise, let the dark remain. Washing out the static with the rhythm of the rain. Empty street haze, holding on to the night. Ducking away from the harsh morning light. Jazz piano playing out a slow heavy blues. Got nothing in my pocket, got nothing to lose. Empty street haze, taking the final drag. Watching the heavy shoulders of the city sag.
Hold up. Let the tape rewind a second. Let the ash fall.
Match strikes the brick, sulfur in the cold air. Looking at the intersection, ain't nobody there. Just a yellow light blinking to a silent beat. Standing on the corner of the solitary street. Taking the smoke deep, let it coat the weary lung. Tasting all the bitter words spoken by the tongue. Watching the dawn threaten to break the purple sky, holding on to the night, refusing to say goodbye. Feeling the analog warmth slowly start to fade, knowing we got to leave the sanctuary we made. Drifting on the final notes of the crying saxophone, letting the empty street claim me as its own. Sinking in the leftover smoke of the velvet room, waiting for the sunlight to sweep away the gloom. Yeah, the last track. Let the morning come. Tape stops.
Pick the damn tire and watch the dust fly off. Push the door open and let the street swallow me whole.
Stalking down the avenue, collars pop high. Looking at the neon bleeding through the smoggy sky. Got a head full of static and a pocket full of air. Walking past the clothes shop pretending I don't care. Sparking up the lighter with a solitary click. Watching the flame dance on the end of the wick. Puffing out the stress, let it roll into the night. Ducking out a view from the blinding street light. Jazz notes bouncing off the dirty alley brick. Taking in the poison just to see what's gonna stick.
Hold up, let the prowl slow down. Take a breath. Empty street haze, walking on the midnight prowl. Listen to the stray dogs, let out a lonely howl. Saxophone weeping for the ghosts of the town. Just keeping the solitary rhythm going down. Empty street haze, lost in a concrete wild. Wander in the shadows like a forgotten child.
Ash falling softly on the cracked cement. Drop, wondering where the hell all the daylight went. Where shoes scuffing slow to a bluesy kind of beat. Following the rhythm of this isolated street. Taking one drag, let the cherry burn bright. Exhaling a cloud that swallows up the night. Sinking in the shadows where the basslines creep. Leaving all the daytime promises I couldn't keep.
Feeling the vibrations from the underground train, letting the jazz wash away all the pain. Drifting like the smoke from the end of my lips, hiding in the dark of a complete eclipse. Walking on the edge of the neon glow, letting all the heavy midnight feelings flow.
Yeah, keep proud, just a shadow and the smoke.
You know what time it is, man? Yeah, it's the velvet hour when the city finally shuts up.
Street swept clean by the midnight breeze. Sweet. Neon flickering through the dying trees. Flicker. Pumping the gas on a slow, steady crawl. Watching my shadow stretch tall on the wall. Mind racing fast, but the beat stays slow. Got nowhere to be and got nowhere to go. Now just sipping the dark and blowing the gray. Washing the grime of the daytime away. Jazz piano dripping like rain on the tin. Waiting for the real kind of quiet to begin. Got a pocket full of nothing and a head full of noise. Just one of the lost and forgotten city boys. Empty street haze in the velvet hour. Yeah. City asleep, losing all of its power. Sleep. Just me and the smoke and a saxophone cry. Watching the ghost of the night riding by. Empty street haze sinking into the sound. The only damn peace that I've ever found. Peace, 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 Ash falling slow on the dashboard glow. Radio playing a tune that I know. Some old blues cat singing about a broken heart. Tearing the silence of the alley apart. I lean back my head and I close up my eyes. Feeling the smoke in my chest start to rise. Ain't rushing for nothing, just riding the groove. Letting the rhythm decide how I move. Hold up. Let the silence speak. Yeah, let it breathe. Falling into the deep end of the night, letting the shadows swallow up the light. Drowning the thoughts in a river of sound, feeling the gravity pulling me down. Melting away in the analog warmth, escaping the storm like a swarm of the moths. Drawn to the flame of a fading street lamp, drifting away like a solitary tramp. Yeah, the velvet hour, just let it fade. Yeah, you still awake? Man, it's pouring out here, just me, this dead receiver, and a whole lot of smoke. Corn dropping slow in the rusty machine. Clink. Reflections of red in the puddles unseen. Glow. Leaning my head on the cold, dirty glass. Cold. Watching the ghost of a Cadillac pass. Lighting a loose one to fend off the chill. Spark. Time standing absolutely perfectly still. Jazz from a window across the blind street. Play. Washing the mud off my tired old feet. War. Empty street haze hanging thick in the booth. Yeah. Dialing the numbers looking for the truth. Ring. Nobody answers but the saxophone well, caught in the belly of the midnight well. Empty street haze, let the heavy bass pound. Floating inches above the wet ground. Hold up, they hung up. Let the rhythm take over. Mind racing fast like the wipers on high. Switch. Blowing out clouds to the ink color sky. Cloud. Can't find a reason to head back up north. No. Pacing the pavement, just backing and forth. Pace. Guitar is crying a river of pain. Weep. Adding some salt to the tears in the rain. Drop. Flicking the cherry, it hits the concrete. Flick. Feeling the pulse of the underground beat. Thump. Speaking the dial tones and faded connections. Losing my way in these shattered reflections. Hearing the jazz and the hum of the wire, sinking down deep in the analog fire. Nothing but shadows to keep me in line, leaving the rest of the world far behind. Rapping the blues like a coat on my back, watching the city fade out to the black. Yeah. Keep the change. I'm out. Cigarette burns on a dusty dash. Empty glass bottle rolling on the floor mats with every turn. Cruising past a liquor sign, blinking neon red. Got 1,000 heavy thoughts messing with my head. Tires kissing wet asphalt down the avenue. Ain't nobody out here tonight, just a ghost in you. Nah. Rolling down the window, let the cold air bite. Spark a little something just to blur my sight. Street lights passing like a metronome beat. Ashes falling down, yeah, they falling pretty quick. Radio busted, but the jazz playing in my mind. Leaving all the bullshit of the daylight behind. Got the steering wheel gripped in my left hand tight. Taking a solitary trip through the belly of the night. Hold up, hit the brakes, let the smoke settle. Empty street haze, rolling through the dark. Looking for a fire, but I only got a spark. Blues on the breeze, saxophone crying out loud. Just a lone shadow hiding in the purple cloud. Empty street haze, taking it real slow. Got nowhere to be, got nowhere to go, nowhere to go. Bassline thumping through the floorboards deep. Thumb City looks peaceful when it finally goes to sleep. Exhale a river of the thick gray fog. Flow, running my life like a dusty analog. Dust flicking the cherry out into the black. Ain't looking forward and I ain't looking back. Sinking deep into the leather of the driver's seat, feeling every single vibration from the lonely street. Letting the jazz chords wash over my tire bones. Walking in the kingdom made of solitary zones. Blowing out the remnants of a faded memory. Letting all the midnight blues completely set me free. Yeah. Just set me free.
Bitter sting of cheap bourbon burning the back of my throat, mixed with the smell of wet asphalt and burnt paper. That's the perfume of the midnight shift.
Empty street haze, rolling down the window pane, washing away the sins in the midnight rain. Got that bluesy rhythm knocking at my door. Ashing on the dash, couldn't ask for more. Empty street haze, floating on a jazz chord. Just me in the city, entirely ignored.
Headlights cutting through the thick purple smog. Stray dog howling from a distance in the fog. Blowing rings heavy, let them hit the ceiling roof. Ain't looking for the lies, ain't looking for the truth. Just need this bass line to rattle in my chest. Putting all these rusted out memories to rest. Tap the steering wheel to the rhythm of the high. Watching all the ghosts of the boulevard pass by. In the leather, feel
feeling heavy in the bone. Ain't nobody calling on a disconnected phone. Corner store flickering a broken neon sign. Sipping on the liquor, trying to realign the spine. Smoke creeping slow out the crack in the glass. Praying that this momentary quiet's gonna last. City got a heartbeat, you can hear it if you try. Underneath the sirens and the concrete skies.
Hold up.
Kill the engine, let the dark settle down.
Riding through the alleyway with nothing left to lose, letting out the poison through the rhythm of the blues, choking on the memories that surface in the dark, leaving behind nothing but a solitary mark. Drifting in the ocean of the analog decay, throwing all the remnants of the yesterday away, sinking in the velvet of the melancholy sound, wrapping up my soul in the underground. Yeah, keep it in the underground. You think the city ever actually sleeps?
Nah. It just closes its eyes and pretends past that.
Leaning on the brick wall, cold sleeping through the cold. Smoke thick enough, you could sail it like a boat. Ash falling down on the tip of my scuffed shoes. Nothing in the pocket but a handful of the blues. Street lamp buzzing like a hornet in a jar. Looking at the world from the pavement of the tar. Taking slow drags till the cherry gets hot. Waiting on the corner for the planet just to turn.
Concrete lullaby, watching the purple smoke drift up to the sky. Got that jazz chord wrapped around my tired soul, letting the midnight rhythm take the full control. Empty street haze drowning out the daytime sound, just another lost shadow walking on the ground.
Hold up. Let that guitar speak its truth. Puddles on the ground reflecting broken neon signs. Trying to find some balance on this blurry little line. Inhale the thick fog, let it coat the heavy lung. Tasting the sorrow of the songs that ain't sung. Ain't nobody looking, ain't nobody keeping score. Just me and the echoes knocking on the alley door. Tape hits scratching like a needle in the brain. Washing it all down with the midnight rain.
Staring at the cracks in the pavement, letting go of the heavy resentment, blowing out a cloud of the gray smoke, breaking all the promises I never spoke, sinking in the rhythm of the slow groove, finding a way that I wanna move, listening to the saxophone weep slow, sinking to the bottom where the bass goes.
Concrete lullaby. Let it sleep.
Tape stops.
Drop the clutch. Watch the red tail lights bleed into the purple fog. Ain't no turning back to that. Just me and the miles. Yeah, 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 yeah. Rolling through the avenue, ninja humming low, and street lights passing by like a slow motion show. As from the heavy on the faded denim jeans, caught inside a loop of these cinematic scenes. Wipers pushing away the mist from the glass, watching all the ghosts of the boulevard pass. Blowing out a cloud, let us swirl around the dash. Sitting for the moment, just waiting for the crash. Empty street haze, tail lights going red. Blues in the engine, jazz up in my head. Floating down the asphalt, drifting out of sight. Just a lone traveler swallowed by the night. Empty street haze, nothing left to find. And leaving all the heavy luggage of the day behind. Hold up, let the exhaust purr. Roll the window down. Yeah, grip the leather wheel tight, swerving past the shadows. Blowing thick clouds out into the urban meadows. Guitar lit, crying out a melody so cold. Laying out a story that has never been told. Kicking every green light, surfing on the wave. Looking for some shelter in this concrete cave. Jazz be on tapping like rain on the tin. Don't know where I'm going, nowhere I've even been. Sinking in the driver's seat, floating on the gas pedal, leaving all the daytime noise. Settling like heavy metal, drifting through the intersection, blind to the traffic lights. Hiding in the velvet of these lonely neon nights. Letting out a deep breath, watching how the smoke curls. Losing myself entirely inside this quiet world. Yeah, just the tail lights. Let them fame.
A single drop of condensation traces a line down the whiskey glass, catching the purple neon from the street sign outside. Gravity always wins in the end. Empty street haze, heavy in the midnight room. Heavy jazz chords sweeping away the impending doom. Sweet, nothing but the gravity pulling on the smoke. Waiting for the punchline of a forgotten joke. Yeah, empty street haze, sinking in the velvet deep.
Watching the gray cloud hit the slow ceiling fan. Trying to figure out the pieces of the master plan. Dusty vinyl skipping on the second verse. City feeling like a blessing wrapped inside a curse. Take another slow drag, let it fill the space. Staring at the shadows dancing all across the place. Saxophone weeping like it knows my actual name. Playing by the rules of the solitary game. Hold up. Hey. Let the ice melt, let the room breathe. Dust smokes floating in the street lamps, angle beam. Living on the edges of a cinematic dream. Footsteps echoing from the pavement down below. Walking to a rhythm that I'll never really know. Ashing in the tray, watching the ember die. Sitting in the bed that the midnight blues made. Sinking in the cushion of the velvet chair, watching how the smoke tangles in the air. Feeling every note from
the bright bass, leaving all the shadows in a lonely place. Letting all the silence wrap around my mind, leaving all the heavy daytime thoughts behind. Floating on the surface of the analog sound, waiting for the morning to finally come around. Yeah. Just gravity and glass. Let it fall.
Scent of roasted beans tangling with the stale purple smoke. Humid air clinging to the skin like a second coat of midnight.
Cup of black liquid sitting on the dining counter, watching the neon clock, every minute feels round. Stirring the spoon, making whirlpools of the dark, waiting for the solitary embers to respark. Rain outside, tapping a chaotic little snare, breathing out a cloud into the air-conditioned air. Nobody in the booth, just a ghost of yesterday, letting all the ambient vibers lead the way. Hold up, let the caffeine and the smoke mix. Empty street haze, brewing in the dead of night. Sipping on the shadows, hiding from the morning light. Blues guitar, weeping from a jukebox in the back. Walking on a tightrope, slipping through the cracks. Empty street haze, let the heavy rhythm fall. Ain't nobody listening, so I ain't making no call. Slide a wrinkled dollar underneath the coffee cup. Pulling my collar down, pulling my defenses up. Step out to the pavement, puddles reflecting the signs. Reading the city like a book between the lines. Sparking up a fresh one under the awning's edge. Standing on the precipice, standing on the ledge. Saxophone crying from a distant fire escape. Watching the silhouette of the smoke take a shape. Drowning in the melancholy flavor of the roast. Letting out a breath that resembles a lonely ghost. Floating through the intersection without any care. Letting the cool wind tangle up in my hair. Feeling the saxophone, tearing my soul apart. Finding a sanctuary deep inside the quiet heart. Walking away from the neon and the noise. Wrapping my mind in the analog joy. Yeah, just the brew and the blues. Let it wash away, fade.
Kick the damn door shut and threw the keys on the glass table. Yeah, it's just me and this blues lick tonight.
Pacing the floorboard, scraping my boots on the wood. Trying to find some peace in this misunderstood neighborhood. Pouring a glass of something that burns on the way down. Tired of the fake smiles, running this damn ghost town. I spark it up quick, pulling the smoke deep in my chest. They tell me to chill, they tell me to get some rest, but the saxophone crying outside my window pane matches the rhythm of all this beautiful pain. Empty streets singing a lullaby, oh Lord. Just another late night, striking a minor chord. Oh, Haze in the room, chasing the shadows away. We all got some demons that we trying to sway. Let the guitar weep, let the vinyl spin. This is the hour where the truth begins. Wait, let that guitar talk for a second. Just let it cry. Sitting back down on the cracked leather couch, watching the ash fall slow from my mouth. Talking to myself cause nobody else is awake, wondering how much of this quiet I can take. The blues got a hold of me, wrapping me tight. Just a silhouette faded into endless night. Sometimes the smoke is the only friend you need, playing these thoughts like a midnight sea. Growing up tall in the chasing away the impending doom. Walking through the fog with my head held high, ignoring the stars falling out of the sky. Pouring my soul in the glass of the brown, turning the volume up, drowning the town, feeling the jazz in the marrow and bone. Walking this empty street entirely alone. Yeah, entirely alone. Just me. Yeah. Just listen to the drops fall. Yeah. Rainwater pooling in the cracked pavement. Splash. Neon lights bleeding through the basement. Yeah. Hailing clouds of the sweet fragrance. Time moving slow, ain't no placement. Just a silhouette, blowing rings to the moon. Dusty vinyl playing a forgotten tone. Ashes falling down like snow in July. Watching all the empty cars rolling by. Street haze, lost in the maze. Midnight jazz, carrying my day. Carry on, so floating with the saxophone cry. Just me and the smoke, painting the sky. Empty street haze, nothing left to prove. Nothing. Just fine in my pocket, staying in the room. Yeah. Shadows dancing on a brick wall, waiting for the echoes to finally call. Mind drifting far past the city lights, elevated high on these lonely nights. Flicking the cherry, let the embers glow. Everything is quiet, moving so slow. Guitar strings weeping on bluesy chord. Only secrets that the night can hoard. Hold up, let the bass breathe. Smoke rising up to the ceiling, mind floating past all the feeling. Lost in the jazz and the dealing, time fading now while we healing. No voices to break up the silence, just mellow vibrations and guidance just a haze. Let it fade. Just listen to the drops, phone. The street lamp flickers. A single moth dancing in the yellow halo. It's quiet. Almost too quiet for this part of town. Empty street haze, walking the line. Sidewalk symphony playing in my mind. Got the blues in my pocket, jazz in my stride. Just a lone travel on a midnight ride. Smoke rings curling up to the stars. Counting the cracks in the empty parked cars. Turn the corner on 5th and Main, nobody in sight. Just a reflection of the neon on the wet concrete bright. Sparked a fresh one to keep the thoughts at bay. Thinking about the things I never learned to say. Heard a distant piano echoing from a closed down bar. Sounded like a memory arriving from afar. Keys playing soft, a melody so sweet. Just the perfect soundtrack for this empty street. Took a drag slow, let it fill up my lungs. Tasting the sorrow of 1,000 unsung songs. Exhaled the cloud that swallowed up the moon. Knowing the sun was gonna come up too soon. Yeah. Footsteps tapping a steady, slow beat. Heart matching rhythm with the rhythm of the street. Wind howling low through the alleyway draft. Felt like the city was trying to laugh. Pulling my collar up against the cold air. Feeling like a story that's getting too old. Just me and the echoes, me and the haze. Wandering lost in this beautiful maze. Hold up. Let the shadow stretch. Let the night breathe. Falling deep into the blue notes, crying, ignoring the voices inside that are lying, letting the saxophone wash over me. Feeling the weight of the city debris, drifting along on the analog wave. Digging a trench that I use as a grave, finding some peace in the dark and the cold, letting the empty street stories unfold. Yeah, just a symphony. Play it out.
Striking the match against the damp alley brick. Watching the sudden flare swallow the shadows whole.
Crushing the filter, dragging the ember deep pull. Waking the demons the city was trying to keep. Wake up, exhaling the cloud, the shapes in the silhouette. Ghosts dancing on top of the roofs and the parapets. Jazz piano tumbling down like a waterfall. Answering back to the midnight's distant call. Tracing the constellations hidden by the small. Running my mind through the thick and the log fall. Ain't got a compass, the rhythm's my only guide. Slipping away on the edge of the rising tide. Neon reflecting on puddles of broken glass. Watching the hours and minutes just slowly pass.
Empty street haze, painted in violet and blue. Nothing but smoke and a saxophone crying for you. Lost in the tempo, floating away from the ground. Wrapped in
bass of this midnight sound. Rap. Empty street haze, breathing the solitude in breathe. Waiting for dawn and the hustle to finally begin.
Hold up. Let the brass speak his mind.
Hey. Walking the yellow line painted across the road. Carrying secrets that nobody's ever been told. Headlights approaching, they watch me in golden rain. Passing me by like a thought fading out of the brain. Vibrations humming right under the soles of my shin. Drinking the essence of pure unadulterated blues.
Letting the melody carry my spirit away, far from the chaotic noise of the blinding day, sinking down into the cushion of heavy bass, leaving behind not a single discernible trace, melting like ice in a glass of the strongest rye, watching the birds of the midnight take to the sky, floating on currents of air and electric guitar, finding a home in the glow of a distant star.
Yeah. Just the brass and the smoke.
Why you always staring at the wall when it's this late?
I'm staring.
I'm listening. Anti-street haze, rolling through the avenue. Rapid ash and grooves, nothing left to prove. Losing my cut, jazz in the air, floating on the smoke without a single care. Empty street haze, sinking in the velvet seats, just following the rhythm of this midnight beat.
Yeah, man, the city's a ghost and I'm haunting the curves. Flicking the lighter, yeah, rolling the herbs. Ain't got nowhere to be till the sun comes up. Just me and the dregs at the bottom of the cup. Tires hissing soft from the wet concrete. Catching that vibe that you just can't beat. Saxophone whining from a fire escape. Watching my thoughts taking a different shape.
Pass that. You've been holding it for like 5 minutes.
My bad. Got lost in the horns.
Snap back to the reality of the cold night air. Street lights buzzing with a fluorescing glare. Puff, puff, pass moving through the hazy room. Bouncing off the walls, trying to outrun the doom. Jazz piano hitting on the upbeat stride. Taking my mind on a cinematic ride. Can't stop the flow when the rhythm gets tight. Just another lost soul surviving the night.
Hold up. Let the smoke settle. Breathing in the rhythm of the city asleep, ignoring the promises I couldn't keep, letting the bass line dictate the pace, stalling completely from grace, staring blankly at the neon glow, letting the saxophone guide where I go,
sinking deeper in the empty street haze, losing myself in the midnight maze. Yeah, that's the groove. Just ride it out. Yeah, that's the groove. Just ride it out. Just ride it out. You still got a light?
Yeah, take it. It's the last one in the pack anyway.
Make it count. sign flickering, buzzing like a tired beat. Just me and my shadow keeping each other company. Empty bottles clinking slow in the back of the truck, running on fumes and a whole lot of midnight luck. Blowing out a heavy cloud, watching how it hangs. Listening to distant echo of the city clangs. Ain't rushing for the sunrise, let the dark remain. Washing out the static with the rhythm of the rain. Empty street haze, holding on to the night. Ducking away from the harsh morning light. Jazz piano playing out a slow, heavy blues. Got nothing in my pocket, got nothing to lose. Empty street haze, taking the final drag. Watching the heavy shoulders of the city sag. Hold up. Let the tape rewind a second. Let the ash fall. Match strikes the brick, sulfur in the cold air. Looking at the intersection, ain't nobody there. Just a yellow light blinking to a silent beat. Standing on the corner of the solitary street. Taking the smoke deep, let it coat the weary lawn. Tasting all the bitter words spoken by the tongue. Taste. Watching the dawn threaten to break the purple sky. Holding on to the night, refusing to say goodbye. Feeling the inhaler warm, slowly start to fade. Knowing we got to leave the sanctuary we made. Drifting in on the final notes of the crying saxophone. Letting the empty street claim me as its home. Sinking in the leftover smoke of the velvet room. Waiting for the sunlight to sweep away the gloom. Yeah, the last drag. Let the morning come.
Kick the damn tire and watch the dust fly off. Push the door open and let the street swallow me whole. Stalking down the avenue, collars pop high. Looking at the neon bleeding through the smoggy sky. Got a head full of static and a pocket full of air. Walking past the clothes shops, pretending I don't care. Sparking up the lighter with a solitary click. Watching the flame dance on the end of the wick. Puffing out the stress, let it roll into the night. Ducking out of view from the blinding street light. Jazz notes bouncing off the dirty alley brick. Taking in the poison just to see what's gonna stick.
Hold up, let the proud slow down. Take a breath. Empty street haze, walking on the midnight prowl. Listen to the stray dogs let out a lonely howl. Saxophone weeping for the ghosts of the town. Just keeping the solitary rhythm going down. Empty street haze, lost in the concrete wild. Wandering the shadows like a forgotten child.
Ash falling softly on the cracks to men. Drop, wondering where the hell all the daylight went. Where shoes scuffing slow to a bluesy kind of beat. Following the rhythm of this isolated street. Taking one drag, let the cherry burn bright. Exhaling a cloud that swallows up the night.
Sinking into shadows where the basslines creep, leaving all the daytime promises I couldn't keep. Feeling the vibrations from the underground train, letting the jazz wash away all the pain. Drifting like the smoke from the end of my lips, hiding in the dark of a complete eclipse. Walking on the edge of the neon glow, letting all the heavy midnight feelings flow. Yeah, keep prowling.
Just the shadows and the smoke.
You know what time it is, man? Yeah. It's the velvet hour, when the city finally shuts up. Streets swept clean by the midnight breeze. Sweet. Neon flickering through the dying trees. Pumping the gas on a slow, steady crawl. Watching my shadow stretch tall on the wall. Mind racing fast, but the beat stays slow. Got nowhere to be and got nowhere to go. Just sipping the dark and blowing the gray. Washing the grime of the daytime away. Jazz piano dripping like rain on the tin. Waiting for the real kind of quiet to begin. Got a pocket full of nothing and a head full of noise. Just one of the lost and forgotten city boys. Lost. Empty street haze in the velvet hour. City asleep, losing all of its power. Sleep. It's me and the smoke and a saxophone cry, watching the ghost of the night riding by. Empty street haze sinking into the sound. Sing. The only damn peace that I've ever found. Peace. Falling slow on the dashboard glow. Radio playing a tune that I know. Some old blues cat singing about a broken heart, tearing the silence of the alley apart. I lean back my head and I close up my eyes, feeling the smoke in my chest start to rise. Rushing for nothing, just riding the groove, letting the rhythm decide how I move. Hold up, let the silence speak. Yeah, let it breathe. Falling in the deep and the end of the night. Letting in the shadows swallow up the light. Drowning the thoughts in a river of sound. Feeling the gravity pulling me down. Melting away in an analog warmth. Escaping the storm like a swarm of the moths. Drawn to the flame of a fading street lamp. Drifting away like a solitary tramp. Yeah. The velvet hour, just let it fade.